Welcome to CryptoCoins, where we review the best coins for you.
Hey guys, quick question for you. Are you tired of missing out on 100Xs? Well, I've also got the solution. Go ahead and join our Telegram group down in the description below where we do early callouts of potential 100Xs. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Margex. Now, just a reminder, I am not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, simply here to bring you different forms of entertainment. But aside from that, let's dive in. So Margex is actually a decentralized exchange, and it is specialized in derivatives trading, and it was founded back in 2019. The goal of the project overall is to make trading more accessible to everyone by removing unnecessary complexity that has plagued a lot of the crypto world for quite a while now. Also, Margex is intending to stand out as, aiming to be the best platform for novice traders, offering many different unique features, unlike most exchanges that are relying simply on copy-pasted white label solutions. It says here, Margex is more than just a crypto trading platform. Why Margex? Best liquidity in the market, MP shield system, copy trading in a single click, and live 24/7 live chat support. You'll be able to join the Margex community of traders. You can go to their CoinMarketCap, Telegram, or Twitter. So I highly recommend you check out their website and do all of that for yourself. But on top of all this, I want to add two things. One is that we actually are sponsored by them today. So we have a link in the description where if you utilize that to open an account, you will get $50 US to help you on your trading. And then on top of that, whenever you make your first deposit, you'll also be able to apply our promo code that you'll see down there, which is social gains, and get a 20 plus on your account. So 20% on top of that deposit. So that is, certainly something worth checking out. We have those links in the description. I would highly recommend you go take advantage of them if Margex is a platform that you are looking to use. So as I said, we are talking Ethereum. Now, if you haven't heard of Ethereum, welcome to crypto, I guess, because it is what I would call part of the big three. Now, if you're an anime fan, because I'm not a crypto bro here, I'm just somebody who's, interested in these different things. But in anime, the big three is a reference to the three biggest mangas of a certain time period. And so three of the highest selling mangas of a time period. Well, if I was to reference a big three in crypto, that would be Bitcoin, which was the original and most well-known cryptocurrency created by Satoshi. If you're here, you've heard of Bitcoin, I'm going to assume. It acts as like a digital gold, the way, everything else is kind of based off it. It's a store of value, it's an inflation hedge, and it is the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. And then you have Ethereum. Ethereum is what I would place at number 2. You also have, like Binance, or some people currently would maybe put Solana in that realm, but Ethereum is the one we're talking about. It was launched in 2015. It introduced smart contracts, enabled decentralized apps, DeFi, as we know it. It is the backbone of most NFTs, DAOs, and DeFi projects that are out there. It is a powerhouse, and it is, honestly, it's just one of the biggest cryptos out there, the biggest altcoin that you can think of. We're just taking a look at it because it has been doing insanely well recently. If you look over the past month, it's just continued to go up and up and up. It's been skyrocketing. So for all the people who've made a ton of money off of it, you lucky dogs. But yes, it is following this trend. I'm not an analyst. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not someone who follows every nook and cranny of the crypto sphere, but a lot of it has to do with the American market and the world markets. with the American market for sure. There's been a lot of talk about the tariffs that are going on. The EU, president of the EU, there was just a discussion between them and Trump, and there's going to be the tariffs being put in place there, whether they actually are synonymous with direct tariffs across all of the EU or just the suggested guidelines that are going to be taking place, a 15% tariff on them and 0% for the US. So I believe that could be driving some of this, as well as, you know, just many other factors. I think Ethereum was always going to start rising even faster just because of how much utility it brings to the table. But realistically, you can go through and just, you know, check different news sites, different you know, crypto channels. They're all talking about this, you know, Ethereum. They're all talking about Ethereum because it is doing so well. And I thought maybe we revisit what Ethereum is exactly about by just going to their page and kind of going through it real quick. Here's all the activity from Ethereum. You know, 181 billion value locked into DeFi, value protecting Ethereum, 136.9 billion. Average transaction cost pretty dang low. Transactions in the last 24 hours alone, 15.41 million. Like, this is, it is a crazy big crypto. So if you're new to the world, this is the first time you're hearing of it, welcome, I guess. But truly, one of the biggest things that Ethereum brought to the table is dApps. Over here, you have a few dApps that are good for beginners, and you can explore more. But Uniswap, OpenSea, Gods Unchained, Ethereum name service right there. But there's just so many. And then you have the different exchanges that you can actually purchase Ethereum on. But it is just... it's just a powerhouse, man. Like, it was made, you know, to do more than Bitcoin was. Like, they saw Bitcoin, its success, but they were like, look, blockchain is meant for more than just, you know, housing Bitcoin. You can do more stuff with it. And so they, you know, made it available for people to utilize it for different things, utilize that blockchain technology for decentralized applications. And that, I feel like, is going to be the main thing that allows the Ethereum to grow in a way that I think may even one day, I mean, it sounds crazy, but maybe even one day overtake Bitcoin. Now, I would not suggest you go selling off all your Bitcoin for Ethereum if you have Bitcoin, but I think it would definitely behoove people to have some Ethereum in their back pocket, because I could foresee this going up and up, you know, over the next few years, just the way that Bitcoin did over time, slowly, and until it wasn't slow anymore, until it was just all of a sudden. Now, you know, Bitcoin is worth 100 and something thousand per Bitcoin. So it's something that I recommend anyone who's in the crypto sphere keep an eye on. Potentially, you know, this is one that I can say is probably a very safe bet for the future. It is a higher buy-in. Obviously, it's not like the meme coins we sometimes review where you have to just jump in, latch on, and quickly assume that it's either going to go up or down and you're going to make a whole bunch of money or lose a whole bunch of money very quickly. So this is more of a long-term gains kind of thing. But that's all I really have for this one. I strongly suggest you go out there and look at, you know, the different news sites that are talking about Ethereum. This includes like even mainstream news, because it's so big that even mainstream is talking about it. So go out there, check it all out. Let me know, are you buying into Ethereum down in the comments below. You know, it's one of the few things I think is probably a pretty strong investment, and that you are pretty much going to be guaranteed to get returns in the long run. So that's all I have. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.